Lilibet could miss out on relationship with royal family as echoes go on for generations. Lilibet Diana Mountbatten-Windsor could miss out on a relationship with the royal family as echoes of arguments can go on for generations, a relationship expert told Express.co.uk. There has been intense speculation as to whether the Sussexes will return to the UK for Lily's christening and when her grandfather Prince Charles and great-grandmother the Queen will get to meet her in person. The Duke and Duchess of Sussex have fallen out with the rest of the family over their royal exit and over their airing of the family's dirty laundry in public over the past few months. Their interview with Oprah Winfrey in March, as well as comments made on the Armchair Expert podcast, on Harry's mental health docuseries The Me You Can't See and now Harry's future memoir, have strained their familial relationships. However, Harry's feud with his brother Prince William goes even further back than that, as the pair have reportedly been drifting apart since the early days of Harry's relationship with Meghan. Relationship expert and psychotherapist Neo Wilkie told Express.co.uk that if the brothers do not find a way to move on from the past and nip this in the bud, it could really affect their children's lives. He explained that arguments can continue for generations even when the original reason for it has been lost. He emphasized that, for Lily, not having that connection to her family would be a big loss for her. Mr. Wilkie told Express.co.uk, the echoes can go on for generations to come and for Lilibet not to have any wider family or acceptance into the wider family is a big loss for her. And the longer it goes on the harder it gets to resolve, because people's positions just get hardened and the original cause of the rift gets forgotten about. Another relationship expert, Sami Vunder, told Express.co.uk that one thing William and Harry do have in common is their desire to give a happy childhood to their children. William and his wife Kate, Duchess of Cambridge, have 3 children, Prince George, 8, Princess Charlotte, 6 and Prince Louis, 3. Meghan and Harry have Archie, 2, and baby Lilibet, and it is understood that they do not plan to have more than 2 children. Ms. Vunder said, I think what is beautiful to watch here, because I'm all about finding the positive in every situation, what is beautiful to watch here is how both the princes are so determined to give a happy childhood to their children. This is a commonality where both of them are on the same page, because Harry very openly talks about this, he talks about how he wants to be present for his family, and he's very much making that happen. And with William, even though he doesn't talk about it openly, I think we can see the demonstration of that as we saw at the football match. So I would say that this is such a great point of connection that both princes are emotionally available for their kids and in that sense history is not repeating itself and I think we can be all glad about that. Ms. Vunder was referring to the fact William and Kate took their son to the Euros final at Wembley Stadium and the way they interacted revealed their family dynamic. She said, I think what was even more interesting was to see the family dynamics, which was, this is a present father, this is a present mother. And you can't rehearse these things, you can't make children behave a certain way. I know this because I have a 5-year-old myself. It's impossible to give an instruction and get that out of them. So what we were seeing was a very natural, honest, authentic representation of the kind of parenting William and Kate are doing. The hugs, the joy, being able to be sad, being able to be jovial, there were hugs with Kate. I think all of it was just a representation of the emotional availability of the parents for George and that's beautiful to watch, because it's interesting that William and Kate don't talk so much about the parenting their children's offered, but they just live it and they just demonstrate it and it's not for public viewing but we just ended up being lucky to catch a glimpse of what's really going on and it's very healthy from what I see from an expert perspective. I think all of it was just a representation of the emotional availability of the parents for George, and that's beautiful to watch, because it's interesting that William and Kate don't talk so much about the parenting their children's offered, but they just live it and they just demonstrate it, and it's not for public viewing, but we just ended up being lucky to catch a glimpse of what's really going on, and it's very healthy from what I see from an expert perspective.